So after 11 weeks of dropping, we finally had a buy week. So in this video, I'm going to explain what that means and what we can expect in the coming future. I think we're probably going into something that I will explain shortly, but we may be going into a small correction before any form of continuation. So ensure you watch the complete video so that you understand exactly what you need to do next and what to expect next. So welcome guys, this is a weekly analysis video where we look at the coming week, what to expect, and look at the previous week. And this video is done by the SignalNet team. Okay, let's get right into it. Okay, so this is Euro USD weekly chart, and as you can see from the chart, we have had 11 weeks of drop so far. 11 weeks of every week Euro USD has ended bearish until last week. Now we finally had a bullish week. Now if you look at the monthly chart, maybe this is your first time, look at the monthly chart. This is the bigger picture. We had a decline. Let me just get my tools. We had a decline like this, down, and this is supposed to be like a pullback, and our expectation is further move downward. So that's what we have been looking at for the last few weeks, that expectation downward. We're able to catch about 300 pips on it not too long ago. So we're looking at further falls, but we're being cautious that they could be a reversal. Now, if I remove this, if I remove all of these lines and you look at the chart, let me zoom in a little bit. You'll see that we have that when it hit the 61.8 level, there was a decline all the way to the 38.2 level. Now, when it hit the 38.2 level, I was thinking maybe there will be a turnaround there. But you know, candlesticks, they had their way of behaving. It kept still going down, although when you look at it on the monthly chart right now, we can see that that decline, was not, it just looks negligible. However, let me just show you what's going on the daily chart just around the 38.2 level so that you can get a better idea of where we are going with what to expect next. So now on the daily time frame on Euro USD, you can see that it has been going with the normal pattern of a bearish trend, which is up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, normal expectation. However, this expectation, if you look very closely at what's going on here, in fact, let me just make it longer. If you look at what's going on there, you'll see that the bearish structure that we have been having all this while, it looks as if it's about to get broken. It's not yet broken yet. Let me zoom out even more so you can see it even more clearly. Now I take my 2 here. This high here is 5581. Now on Friday when it pulled up, it went as high as, okay, that high is 6170. Then on Friday when it pulled up, the high it got to was 1.0600. So it was about 17 pips technically away from breaking structure, looking at it on the daily chart. Because in a bearish structure, you have lower lows and lower highs. So now let me also show you the same thing on Pound USD. Pound USD, you can see the decline down. And let me zoom out also. Take my cursor and check this high. This high was 1.2271. While this high on Friday was 1.2261. So you can see we had about 10 pips Pound USD from breaking structure. What this means is that when the market opens on Monday, we could have a situation whereby it just breaks structure. And if that happens, so pay close attention now. If that happens, that means that at least on the daily time frame, we will no longer be in a bearish trend. That's what it's going to be. So far, we have been in a bearish trend. But if on Friday and it just opens up and breaks that high, we will no longer technically be in a bearish trend. Now, what that means is this. Doesn't mean that, okay, let me draw a line around it so that we see where we're referencing. If the market breaks this high, technically we will no longer be in a bearish trend. Now, what that means is this. It means that we'll probably go into some kind of correction, or we'll have to go into, when I mean correction, we'll be in some kind of waiting period. That is until we see a new clear trend of the new direction the market is going into. We may not be able to strongly go in a particular direction. We may be taking trades intraday, that's using maybe H4 and things like that to gauge the short-term direction. But a strong direction as we have been having all this while, on the Euro USD and on the Pound USD, we'll have to keep that on temporary pause until we can see a new clear trend. Now, what do I mean by new clear trend? On the daily time frame so far, you can see that on Euro USD, it was a clear pattern of up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You understand? It has been a clear pattern so far. Now, until on the same daily time frame, we can see some kind of clarity of pattern in one direction. Okay, now what normally happens is this. We have a situation like this: up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's the normal trend in a bearish structure. Now, if the market breaks structure, what normally happens is this. We may see that it breaks structure, and it just continues upward. Then we'll start following it upward. Or there are times that it breaks structure and starts a new downward trend. An example is something like this. We're having a downward trend. It breaks structure. Then it turns around and begins to move downward. Then we can still follow it downward again. So that also happens. So that's the reason why when the market breaks structure, you wait. It's usually a waiting period. You want to see a new clear direction before you start following it again. So I just want to give us that heads up, because during correction season is where people usually lose money a lot, because they're entering into a season where the direction of the market is not clear, and they want to take trades, but the opportunities are not clear enough. So at the end of the day, they take hasty decisions and end up losing money. The market goes in one direction and then goes in the other direction and they lose money. So this is what we'll be expecting. So now, if you're not in our WhatsApp group or Telegram group, because as the week proceeds, I will be updating on this information, giving more information on this to guide us on the direction to trade and how to trade better. You can make profit with this information. So ensure the link to the groups should be in the description below. So ensure you join, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.